Everybody, so welcome to Run Tall with Tim. I'm Tim, thanks for being here. I always appreciate the time that you and I get to spend together, so thanks for tuning in. And I hope wherever you are, that you're happy, healthy, and staying safe. On today's video, I'm going to be recapping weeks 12 and 13 of our marathon training program. And if you've been following along the series, you know that I've been hurt, injured pretty much for the entire month of April. And I'm still on the mends, I'm still recovering, so I'm nowhere near 100%. But things are improving, they are getting better. And for the times that I haven't been able to run, I have been doing a lot of cross training on my mountain bike. And so as we look at week 12, you'll see I still have a lot of those rides there that are showing up on Strava. And I've had to change some of the workout dates, not the workouts themselves, but the date that I was able to do them, simply because, you know, life comes up and you're not always able to go out on that long run or long ride on a day that you wanted to because you have other things or other obligations that you need to attend to. And that's what happened with me. So I ended up pushing what would have been a long run. For me, it was a long ride on my mountain bike at the end of that week from Saturday to Sunday, I believe, is when I did that. And it's about 40 miles on my mountain bike, and my poor old mountain bike, that thing it's old. It's not rickety, but it is definitely an older mountain bike, so it's not, it's not a smooth ride. It's not like I'm riding on a straight 10-speed with the small tires or anything like that. And almost all of my bike work is being done on the road, so it's a bit of a challenge, but it's better than not doing anything at all. And I guess it's maybe second best to running as far as my options go to try to continue to stay fit. So that was that week, and then I did another. That was at the start of the week actually, and then at the end of the week I did another 40-mile run or ride on my bicycle. But then I was able to start that transition process back to running. And because I'm not 100% healthy yet, I wasn't comfortable just going out there and starting to pound the pavement because I need to run on softer surfaces. But I did find a way that I was able to still run, get a solid workout, and really do all of the workouts that was being called for week 13 on a treadmill. But for me to be able to run on a treadmill and to do all of those workouts that they were asking for week 13, I invested in what's called a lever, or the lever system. I think it's lever movement, something like that. But basically, it's a kind of a pulley bungee system that reduces your body weight on the treadmill. And you can reduce it up to 40 pounds. So it can make you run lighter. So it lessens the impact on my ankle, and because I had some ankle issues, that kind of turned into a little bit of shin, generic term, shin splints. And all that stuff can take a long time for it to heal. But being able to run pain-free on a treadmill, even under this pulley system, felt like a real blessing to me. And for me to run on a treadmill, I set the incline. The first time I tried out the system, it was at about 8%, so it was at 8%. I tried other variations of height when I first started, up to 10% and then lower than that, but 8 seemed to be my sweet spot for that day where I could run, and I didn't feel like I was doing any kind of damage. In fact, I felt really good. Again, using that lever system. And I didn't offload 40 pounds. I offloaded, I think, about 20 pounds of body weight, something like that. So you still feel a little bit of spring, but you're getting a pretty darn good workout. At least I felt like I certainly was, especially with the incline set to 8%. I did gradually lower that incline a little bit, but I kept the body weight reduction the same all week. So by the end of the week, I was running at about a 4% incline. Now that's not too bad, because you figure on a treadmill, if you set it to 1%, that's about what they consider to be the equivalent of just running out on the roads, for example. So at 4%, I didn't have any issues, so I'm feeling pretty good about that. So, if you're looking to return to running, this might be an option if you're injured and you want to do it in a safe manner, or maybe in a manner that might not cause you any additional pain and still help you to recover safely. I'm enjoying it, and it's working as they intended it to, or as they described it to be. So I wasn't too sure whether it was going to work. And it's awfully expensive to purchase this system, but I thought I would try it, and if it didn't work, I would return it. But there's no way I'm going to return it. And if you didn't want to invest in that, and maybe you only needed it for a month, you can rent these for about $100 a month, and if you don't return it and you keep it and rent it for the entire year, then it's yours at the end of the year. I just know for myself, the older I get, it just seems like I'm spending more and more time injured, and so this is a way that I think I'm going to be able to continue to run safely, and as I move forward and train for not just this marathon, but marathons into the future, some of that work I think I'm going to continue to do using this system, because I can vouch 100% that I'm still getting a really solid workout, and I'm running, and that's something that I haven't been able to really do pain-free for several weeks now. So it's been a real blessing for me. I'm still doing all the other stuff that I was doing before to try to help improve my overall fitness, and strengthening my ankle area and all that kind of good stuff, doing all of those exercises and so on to try to keep myself healthy and fit to prepare, not just for this one, but for other things coming up down the road too. So, and I hope that your trainings are going well. Share if you got some things that you've found have worked well for you and your training, especially if you're coming back from an injury. Feel free to share it in the comment section below. I know some of you have talked about, you also have been riding a stationary bike as a way to help to try to maintain your fitness, and I found that does work. So we're always looking at what's the next best thing. Well, right at this point, I would say that if you're able to physically, if your injuries are such, or that you're recovered enough that you're able to use a system like the lever system, or there's a bunch of other ones out there too, guys. It's not just this one. This one happened to be the one that was most affordable for me. Or if you have access to a physical therapist office where they might be able to put you on an anti-gravity or zero gravity treadmill. So it's portable. I set it up at my local gym because I don't own a big enough treadmill, because it has to be one that has sturdy arms on it in order for this to be able to set up there to support your body weight. But it's portable, and there's no problem at all taking it to a commercial gym and setting it up on their machines and running. And the last run, the long run that I did, that I actually had to move around a little bit because I had to change it. It was scheduled for Saturday, but Saturday, this is Mother's Day weekend. Today is Mother's Day, but I had some things going on yesterday related to Mother's Day as well, where we were hosting some folks here at my home. I didn't have time to go out and run for, a 3-hour workout really is closer to about 5 hours altogether by the time you get done with, all of the warm-up exercises that I do, and then go do the workout, the cool-down stuff that you do, and then shower and all that kind of stuff. I mean, it takes up a significant amount of time, those long runs. I'm not telling you guys anything you don't already know. So I think you can relate. So I needed to move some things around, and it's really easy to do. I'm going to show you on my when I get up on my computer. I'll show you how I did that on my calendar. It's really simple. It's one of the things I love about Garmin. They make everything pretty simple. As I just switched it, I moved the long run to a Friday, and then put my easy run on Saturday when I had when I could fit it in. So that's kind of where I'm at. So I'm back to running, but I'm doing it with a lot of help from the lever system and a treadmill set with an incline that was appropriate for my injury. And we'll see what next week comes. I am going to be continuing to use the lever system all this week for sure, but I might sneak in a few runs out here, out on, not on the pavement, but probably out at my state park, where I can go from pavement to gravel and back again. So I'm not constantly running on a hard surface, because that's going to be key for me to continue to improve in terms of my injury progression. So there it is. That's a week. It's a little bit longer video than I intended it to be. I felt like I was rambling on a little bit here and there. So thanks for sticking with me. And let's see, the next time I probably will be another 2 weeks before I do another updated video, which would put me at week 15. So it'll be really close to the marathon time. And I haven't made a decision yet because I'm still, I'm still kind of dealing with the ankle injury and all that kind of stuff. So it just depends on my progression if I'll be ready to take on and tackle that marathon here in a few weeks. So we'll see how that goes. So, hey, thanks for making it to the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope wherever you are, again, that you're happy, healthy, and safe. And we'll see you next time right here on Run Tall with Tim.